Good evening. I have different ways with which I incubate eggs, but amongst them, I found out that this is the simplest for me. What I do is that these are ash eggs. What I do is pour my eggs into this container. I prepare my feed, the substrate that I'm going to use to ash, and I just drop the container on top it like this. So as they start ashing, they usually crawl out. A lot of them will still remain inside, but not to worry. They crawl out, and when they crawl out, they fall directly on the feed and they start eating. Now look inside this bowl. You see, I put feed. This is the wet. This feed is wet. Yeah, this is what they eat. Then round it, I put dry feed, so that should they leave this place and want to crawl out of the bowl, by the time they get to this dry department, they will crawl back because they don't like it. And they can't crawl out of it when their body is dry. So they will certainly return to the feed and eat. So I keep adding food and adding food. And by the time I'm sure that everything here has ashed, what do? I just turn it. That's it. Let them start crawling into the feed like this. I leave this container because a lot of them are still inside, so that the rest can crawl into the feed. They start eating. This way they are going to remain for the next 3, 4, 5 days, depends on how fast they go. Now this is stage 1. I'll show you stage 2. Look at it. This is stage 2. You see, they are already out of the container. What I'll do now, just dust the container properly and remove it. Now this is stage 2. These ones are already up to, I think, 3 days. This is it. At this level, what I now do, I hope you can see them. You can see them, they are still very small. What I now do at this level is, you have to keep these substrates wet, moist. Sorry, not wet, moist, so that they grow. Because when it's not moist, they stop growing. What I do, I just get this black nylon and use to cover the surface. They eat under. Now look at this. From that level, this is where I go. This is the next stage. And at this stage, I now start dividing them into various bowls from here. You can see how grown they are. I use this to keep this place moist. Moisture helps them grow fast, helps them eat well. So you try and copy it, this pattern. Start from here, hatch your eggs in a container, let them crawl and fall into this feed and eat. Remember to put dry feed round. Now this feed that I will do another video and show you how to mix it. This feed that I put here is called Ultima Super Starter. Ultima Super Starter, you can get it. Why this one is good is, when you add water, it dissolves, it melts, so it's easy for them to eat. Some other feed that people use, you will see a lot of chaff inside, left, hard corn chaff and all those things, and I don't like them in my bin, so that when I want to share it into various bowls, it's very easy for me. So from this level, you get to that level, and from here, today I'm going to divide this one because they are ready to leave the bowl to go to the next level. This one, I should be harvesting it today, counting from today, another 6 days. I should be harvesting it, so I'll spread it into many bowls as possible, so that there will not be overpopulation. Then I feed them. Feeding them there gets them big. Remember, moisture is the key. If the place is wet, it will not work. Come closer. If you look here again, you see that the edges are dry. The edges are dry. How do I feed? I put my feed in the middle. When I've mixed it, I put it right in the middle. So as they are eating it, it's going to spread. But before it gets to the edge, it's already dry. Having dry edge is very important. If not, they'll start crawling out. And you know, when you are crawling out, you are losing a lot of money. It's not good. So that is how I ash my eggs, and that is how I divide them into bowls. I'll do another video to show you how I mix the feed.